Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of BTT Voice, where Beyond the Trailer viewers like you share their thoughts about upcoming movies. Now, these days, Disney has an awful lot of brands, but one of the most popular and successful is live-action fairy tales. Yes, first 2D animation went the way of the dodo, and now it seems animation overall is losing its domination over the fairy tale genre. But before Disney began making live-action versions of its classic animated films for the silver screen, it did so for the stage, and Beauty and the Beast was one of those adaptations. In fact, Beauty and the Beast is arguably the most iconic Disney animated film since Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So now, as Disney gets ready to make a live-action movie version of this tale as old as time, naturally, BTT viewers have strong opinions on the matter indeed.
Good morning, Grace, I love your show, watch every day. Now let me take this time to tell you the things I'd like to see in the live-action Beauty and the Beast remake. I hope they do it well. Stockholm Syndrome should be addressed here and make Gaston scary as hell. Give Maurice something to do and keep all the great songs too. And we'd all like to see how Emma does as Belle.
This is my favorite Disney animated classic, and I am so excited that it is getting the live-action treatment.
It is one of my top 10 favorite films of all time.
Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time.
I'm crazy excited for the new live-action Beauty and the Beast, as you can tell from my poster, because I'm actually studying to be a Beauty and the Beast historian, and I can't wait for another version to analyze.
With the live-action remake of Cinderella, I actually have confidence that perhaps Disney can plus the movie, and I would love to see it in live action now.
I'm not a huge fan of the whole live-action fairy tale trend that's been going on lately, but to my surprise, Cinderella was actually really good. So I think if they can carry that quality to the Beauty and the Beast movie, it could be really good.
I'm a huge fan of the original animated film. That being said, I haven't liked any of the adaptations yet. Alice in Wonderland and Maleficent weren't good. That being said, I'm looking forward to it. I've heard good things about Cinderella, haven't seen it though. They have a great cast and a great crew, and I'm being optimistic.
And of all the live-action remakes being made by Disney, this is the one I'm most excited about.
I don't think you can go wrong with Beauty and the Beast. It's such a classic, and I think it's going to be a mega hit just like Alice in Wonderland, perhaps even bigger.
The one thing that I think they need to avoid is they need to follow Cinderella's footsteps and not Maleficent. This is Beauty and the Beast. Do the story of Beauty and the Beast. I don't want any unnecessary changes to the plot. I don't want it to be completely reworked and have all the characters be different. I want traditional Beauty and the Beast done the right way, the way I grew up with, and the way I'm sure everyone else wants it.
I don't want it to be an exact copy of the animated movie, and now at least there's some different approach, like with Maleficent. This guy is playing this guy.
And I wonder how they will bring the Beast to life, whether it will be through motion capture animation or through makeup and prosthetics.
I personally would like to see the movie explain why the Beast became spoiled, selfish and unkind.
Something I'm hoping they're able to duplicate from the animated movie is that the Beast seemed so real. You could actually see the human behind the Beast and feel his anger and despair and all sorts of emotions. So maybe they could bring Glen King as a consultant?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Beauty and the Beast. My only issue is, the inanimate objects might look a bit, creepy. But, other than that, yeah, I say bring it on.
Emma Watson as Belle is perfection to me. She is one of my favorite actresses, and she is playing my favorite Disney princess.
I'm really excited for Emma Watson because I love her as an actress, and I think she's going to play Belle fantastically.
Casting Emma Watson as Belle is, in my opinion, really good casting.
Even though Emma Watson seems like great for the role of Belle, I still would like it if they could have done, people of color in the lead roles for Beauty and the Beast.
I think Emma Watson's going to do a really good job as Belle. She kind of has that quirk that Belle has in the movie.
Emma Watson will definitely nail the role of Belle. So, yeah, I can't wait.
I love Harry Potter, so obviously I'm a huge fan of Emma Watson. I realise she's not the best actress out there, but I think Belle is very near to who she is as a person, so I think she'll do fine. And she looks the part, obviously.
I think Emma Watson is absolutely perfect to play the role of Belle, and I think that the supporting cast of Dan Stevens, Luke Evans, Josh Gad, Emma Thompson, Kevin Kline, and now Audra McDonald will be excellent in their supporting roles.
It's coming together so perfectly through the casting, like Emma Watson, Luke Evans, Dan Stevens, Josh Gad. I'm so excited.
I really like the cast they've got for this movie. They have Emma Watson, what's his name, Luke Evans, and Dan Stevens joining the cast, and that alone, I'm like, this is very interesting. So I think Disney can do something pretty good with this.
I think Luke Evans' Gaston will be a nice foil to Dan Stevens' Beast.
I'm not a really big Josh Gad fan. He kind of gets on my nerves, but LeFou's not a big part of the story, so I'm not too concerned about that.
The casting choices I do think is great. The director, semi-okay, but overall I do hope the movie will be as beautiful as the animated film.
We have 3 unknowns for me at least, and Josh Gad, Luke Evans, and the guy from Downton Abbey, and someone I don't like in Emma Watson. So this movie's a big question mark for me, and I don't know if I'm going to go see it.
And I'm really happy that they'll be using all the old classic songs from the 1991 film in this new film, and I'm also really happy that Alan Menken will write some new songs for this film. Maybe he'll win a 9th Oscar to those 8 Oscars he already has for the Disney films.
Overall, I really like the creative and casting choices so far, and I couldn't be happier that Alan Menken and Tim Rice are making new music. I hope The Beast gets a song though, like in the Broadway musical.
They have Alan Menken on board. Best news ever. I love Alan Menken, I love his music. He's a genius, and I think he will do really, really well on this film.
But what I'm really, really excited about is that they're going to use the original songs from the movie. You cannot have Beauty and the Beast without the Beauty and the Beast song. You can't have it without Belle's opening number, which is, in my opinion, one of the best Disney songs of all time.
But the rose petals on top? Alan Menken will be scoring the film, and it will be a musical. Disney, thank you for making all of my dreams come true.
Beauty and the Beast, it's a very interesting take on the prince and princess love story. Beauty, she's a very strong woman because she isn't the one who is stuck in a tower awaiting to be rescued. He is the one stuck in his palace, in his own body. I like the fact too that he isn't the perfect prince who is always good, who never commits mistakes.
The best film version of Beauty and the Beast is and always will be the 1946 French film by Jean Cocteau. It's considered one of the best films in the history of France. It inspired the Stevie Nicks song Beauty and the Beast, which is one of my favorites, and it even inspired the look of the Beast in the Disney film. That will be the bar that I would compare this new live-action Beauty and the Beast to, rather than the Disney animated classic.
And I really loved Belle as a character. I think she's really different from the other classic princesses like Cinderella and Ariel because she's really independent, she's smart, she got her dream, and she's brave because she gave up on herself to save her father.
She glanced this way. I thought I saw. And when we touched, she didn't shudder at my paw. No, it can't be. I'll just ignore. But then, she never looked at me that way before.